And another night of adventuring with the Nerd Posse in our Isekai camp continues. Following up the map. Previously on, oh my gosh, where the hell am I? The the Earthling teenagers, having fled the town of Yggdrasil before a self-ignited religious war, could destroy them all. Brave you people! Uh, took their 250 refugees with no possible destination to find safety for them except the semi-mythical town of Glade, which may or may not exist, some 80 miles from Yggdrasil. Last time, this culminated in a fight of a handful of our teenage warriors against the mighty and fearsome alpha woolly dragon named Red Eye. Forced to teleport away and vowing revenge, battered and haggard, our heroes returned to Totally Not Battlestar Galactica in the fantasy forest and plodded onwards at least another 20 miles. Now, as the magical woods gets darker and ever darker and more dangerous, the journey towards the Tree of Life continues. Dun dun dun. What? That's all I got. Tag, you're it.
I mean, didn't we end last week on a? Never mind. I'm not going to say anything.
Well, yeah, I'm being merciful. I kind of want to. We getting to the Tree of Life has basically been its own campaign. So we're on week.
Yes.
Are we on week 5 or week 6 of getting there? Although, as I was at the Chinese, I went to Chinese food after the movie today, and was just reading through the adventure hooks involved if you finally get there. I'm like, oh my good lord, they're never going to get back to Earth.
Nope.
You guys
we're not sad about that either.
You guys are going to reappear in a retirement home in 2170.
By the time we get back to Earth, we'll be so OP.
I'll just say nothing of what happens if I pull a Narnia and you go back at the exact same moment and body as you left in.
Oh, that'd be a jerk move.
Yeah, I'd have to be a total dick to do that.
You would totally do that.
Absolutely do that. I still have the rules for being a scrawny, helpless, no muscle having adolescent. It's a beautiful thing.
You've had those stats for a while.
I know, and imagine getting to inflict them on you twice. Sorry, I got distracted by a daydream. You guys are
twice in this campaign, multiple times over the years.
Yes. We really only did it once. When we played, that was with Skeeter and them. When you guys ended up dancing a death goddess to death, and yeah, that was the one where you turned the goblin village into a TARDIS.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I thought the Mighty campaign also started off that way too, though.
Nope. You guys were full grown. Because the Mighty Education doesn't end until you're 18. If you start at like grade school.
Yeah, but the Mighty was the result of a campaign.
Oh yeah,
was it not?
Right.
We use that as opening stats, and I thought that the campaign that started it was the one that.
Okay, I'm ending the flashback nostalgia tangent. So hey, look, we're in the forest.
Yes.
Rorschach still with us?
Rorschach?
The Coil Convert.
Oh, yes, as well as your 2 coil slaves,
Well, they're possessed right
and
now. So.
shadows across the path is also with you.
Whoa! I thought he was just following us.
He is. He's not helping in any way, shape, or form. He's mostly just present and scowling at you from the edge of whatever you're doing.
All right. Rorschach and Pyre gonna come in and do a little conference. This is the first meeting of How to Defeat a Woolly Dragon when he shows back up, part 1. All right. And they, in the little bit of their free time, they have little meetings where they decide on the best course of action for when a woolly dragon shows back up.
When in danger
So
or
there's
in
no
doubt,
question.
run in circles, scream and shout.
No, murder.
Murder.
And that was Cookman in a soundbite. Okay.
Yep.
You know, it's just like
they come up with a plan. You can't say that Pyre didn't know what to do in that situation. He'll have a protocol.
I just had in my head. I have an Evan cartoon of your character, kind of chibi rendered, running forward with an upraised knife. As also chibified, the whole party is like 10 steps behind, racing to catch up and stop you. Anyway.
Stop trying to kill all the people that might be our friends eventually.
Oh yeah, no, that was totally that the your plan to kill the D&D cartoon party was also that was glorious.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly since it let that little game whoever calls himself the dungeon master, it let him do nothing but tell carefully selectively edited truth to make you guys seem like utter monsters.
It was very thorough the way he did that.
Okay, I need distance for Tuesday, September 5th. 1d4 plus 4.
Not it.
All right, I can roll that. Give me a second here. 1d4 plus 4. Okay. Rolling. That's a total of 6.
Okay. Lore magic from everybody who has shown up. Did we not tell Ryan about our new game time? I want to make sure he knew.
He knows about it. Oh, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt to remind him.
Yeah, I don't have that skill.
Yep, that makes sense. I mean, you could have had the skill if you really wanted it, but it doesn't really fit into your character too much. I got a 75. That is not it.
What are you?
I don't have
I need a
magic.
D4 for distance. Oh yeah, lore magic. Yes. Yeah, you don't know, or else you don't notice anything different.
I'm distracted by my plans to murder.
Oh jeez.
And harvest. It's a true dragon, is it not? It has dragon bones.
It's a true dragon and has dragon bones.
Yes.
Did you recently like rewatch any of the Addams Family material? Because you're channeling Wednesday really powerfully.
No, I have not seen anything Addams Family related for at least a couple years. I didn't even watch a TV show, but that does make sense. They're beings of chaos for sure.
Okay, did I get that D4? I've been waiting for this D4 for a while now.
No, the D4 for distance? Yeah, he already rolled it. Roseboro rolled it.
Yeah,
yeah. 6.
Did you?
Yeah.
D4 plus 4? Oh, I'll write it. I'll write it in the chat.
Thank you. Because there's no There's no limit to the bunny trails. 6 for distance. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
We're now
sorry.
18 miles towards Yggdrasil. Although there is no road of life, so progress
We use
now
bushwhacking.
requires land nav at minus 20% due to magic evil forest thickness.
All right, hold on.
If the Tree of Life likes me, does that negate the penalty?
I don't think we need to worry about that. So,
Then
So-
astronomy as well.
I just have to get under 57.
astronomy and nav would work. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Alright, that's astronomy now.
37 out of 57 land navigation.
46. Oh yes.
I got land nav.
Okay, and the Triceratops caravan. I am so upset that I didn't get to eat even a single one of your Triceratops with a 40-ton dragon.
Mm-hmm. Too bad.
Astronomy and navigation is also 20%, or is it not?
All navigation rolls are minus 20% in this.
Thank you. Perfecto.
It took a minute to get my dice app to cooperate, but I did succeed with the lore mag.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh, I forgot that.
you at your currently back in Yggdrasil, your spellcasters have noticed a 1 PPE drain. That they could not charge all the way up. They were topped off at 1 less than their maximum.
If my character had previously already noticed that, was this something that he would be aware of, even if he failed his roll this time?
Well, the drain is constant and ongoing, so you're only recovering 9 PPE per hour of meditation and 4 PPE per hour of sleep.
Gotcha.
Okay. September 6th. Wednesday. So start with land nav.
All right. Also still at minus however much percent? 20%, you said?
Until you're on a different portion of the continent, yes.
Got it. Okay. I still have to roll below 57.
That's unfortunate. I failed both of those.
Save us, Ranger Bill. Save us.
Yep. As I say, you have it at 58, so you have to roll 38. They're scared.
I'm wondering if this. I was trying to figure out how to do this dice roller app for percentage, but I think it always puts the high number. Or, well, no.
So do D100. Most dice apps will let you do custom, so just tell it to roll D100.
Or you can just roll a D10 and a D10 manually, simultaneously, and have that.
I got a 100.
Oh, I failed both mine.
Auto
No.
fail. Awesome.
Hold on. I need astronomy, and I just rolled 23 out of 47.
Okay.
Sorry, I succeeded on my land nav.
Nice.
All right. So enough of you guys have found the way that you're able to continue today. Morning encounter roll, gentlemen.
I guess I can roll it if we want.
And in the Wicked Woods,
Yep.
3 or below will be an encounter. You are no
Encounter
longer in.
roll, I rolled a 13.
Boo. Okay.
Ooh.
Travel for the day then, D4.
Well,
So
somebody
in the
else can roll
monster
D4.
riddled forest,
four.
I wrote the rules down. In the monster riddled forest, it's 1d4 plus 4 miles a day. You
Nice.
got an 8. Okay, 24 miles. And the certain soul songs are now popping through my head that I will not boot up because I don't want to get my audio muted for copyright grounds. Do 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 do.
Fair.
The dinosaurs are happy because the vegetation's getting thicker.
Hooray! They are the lawnmowers that guide our way.
No, you do not want to just let them guide your way. You'll go around in circles forever.
Well,
Wait,
no, actually, what I meant to say
no.
is they're the
They
ones blazing the path.
they can guide your way.
Mhm.
Think of
Well,
if video games have not taught you to grind in order to level up before boss battles, I don't know, man. Oh no, we need to go around in circles for like a month. Why? Because I played Final Fantasy IX.
I played WoW.
I
That
played
is
World
right.
of Warcraft. Yeah. Okay.
I haven't hardly had a sex until today, and now there's just bitey black flies everywhere.
Oh, your microphone dropped out. And so insects. Yes, insects. Yes, thank you. Um, thought I'd clarify that one for the record. And so we're gonna keep going. Afternoon, evening encounter roll, please. My poor brain. This is why I need a savior.
that's at least one of the reasons.
Yeah, throw it on the bonfire.
Quick, throw it on the pile of dead birds.
On evening encounter risk, you monkeys.
Who's up? D20.
Yep.
D20.
I got a 4.
Oh.
Close call.
You don't have a direct encounter, but those of you standing guard see intermittent eyes catching the starlight here in moonlight here and there at the edge of deeply shadowed forests for most of until about half an hour before dawn. But anytime anybody advances or goes to investigate, then then they disappear.
It's not terrifying.
Not at all.
If you were a ranger or otherwise a woodsy person, you could roll track and trap animals.
I mean, I can roll track and trap animals.
Yes, Beastmaster.
Our fire warlock also picked it up.
All right.
Ours
And-
was like,
Yeah, you
got
guys
that
are.
out of this, Garrett.
Our party
Wow.
has gotten very woodsy after I've had
Mm.
you stranded in various wildernesses for months on end.
trap. Ooh, barely got it. I got a 48 out of 50. Well, if it's the first number.
You guys are being shadowed by a pack of over 20 werewolves.
Oh,
Probably the
all?
same ones that were eyeballing you back at Yggdrasil. And this just means wolfy things being wolfy things, that they're gonna follow you until your guard goes down or you get weakened by some other encounter, and then they're gonna eat your hearts.
Yay!
Sounds like you need
It sounds like we need what?
more pets.
Were pets. Oh
Where pets?
Their pet, their castle.
Oh,
I'm getting off my headphones because they don't seem to be working.
no, they are
Okay.
not.
You guys hear me now?
Well,
Yeah.
yes, suddenly the lack of entendre is noticeable. All right.
I said
And
more pets.
nope,
Oh,
yep,
more
we're
pets.
good. We're good.
Oh my.
Thursday, September 7th, year 3.
Did we roll
Wants to
distance for
roll.
that one? I don't know if we saw that.
I need morning. I need first of all I need navigation.
Okay.
Then morning encounter, then distance.
Oh man.
Failed the land nav.
No, no,
Hold on.
I don't need that.
I just need under 57. That's okay. 33.
Scary. You said land nav was good.
Failed.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
I
I
succeeded.
I succeeded.
Nice. Well, that makes half the party. Sweet.
Beastmaster leads the way.
Quick, follow the shirtless back. I can't believe
say
that
that.
that's a
looks up-
character class rule.
I looked up and said.
Let it be
It
known that
is.
this was Bruce's idea originally.
It is a character
that
class
is true.
rule. I did not make this rule. You've read it in the source book.
I did. It's in the source book. You're the one that just said, "Hey, you should consider doing this class," and I said, "Ooh, that'd be hilarious."
I was not thinking about the side effects. I was thinking about the powers. And then
Why is
and
it?
and
Such a
then
Bruce
the then have you seen The Babysitter on Netflix?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's a fun little urban fantasy, the little
It's great.
slash young adult horror. But they have a character like you, and the kind of the standing joke is, "Why are you shirtless?" And so it's my standing joke.
It's been a while since I've watched that movie. It's quite funny.
And it doesn't help that men's Bible study this morning inspired me to watch K-pop Demon Hunter or
Was my
K-pop
dad
Demon Slayers.
saying? Was my dad saying it was a good movie? Was that his take on it?
Rather, so many of the men, out of love for their daughters, had watched it that I didn't like feeling like the odd man out as the celibate monk.
Well, it's
Um,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Sailor Moon meets
y- y-
K-pop.
yeah, it was disturbing on so many
It was at least
levels.
entertaining. Anyway,
I thought that the babysitter was like a mix between I can't even think of what the first part of it, but it made me think of Scream, where it's like people just like are dying throughout the whole thing. I'm like, wow, this is kind of cheesy, but also scary.
Yep.
Never ending story. That's what I was thinking of. Because the kid just goes on an adventure and you're like, is this kid gonna make it home? Is he gonna be okay? It was a scary childhood. Robbie Amell was the name of the actor that was shirtless that whole time. And that was
Yeah, he's the Arrow actor's kid brother. And apparently that family believes in sit-ups. So that joke got stuck in my head, and you don't have your merit badges anymore, so pass or abs as opposed to badger keeps getting stuck in my head. And that's the actual name of a character in the K-pop Demon Hunter character in the cartoon too, which made me laugh. And I learned a new emoji. I now know what the popcorn eyes mean. All right, so shoot me. I don't want to know. I wish I didn't have that knowledge. All right, so Smallville succeeded, so Sir Matthew leads you guys. Right, so you guys are really struggling just to like make forward progress. I mean, this is
Right.
the people of Yggdrasil are high enough level adventurers. You don't really need to worry about them feeding themselves. Although now that you know you're being shadowed by a werewolf pack, I assume you've put the word out not to go on solo hunting expeditions. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Although in the
It was
future,
over. Neighborhood watch.
yeah. But somebody's got to lead the wagon train. So through badass Indian country, and this definitely qualifies. Moving right along, how far do we move today? Now that Sir Matthew has enabled us to make any progress.
I just rolled a D4 and I got 4, so that's 8.
8. Okay. Why you keep doing that to me?
And
And lore magic, so there.
well, I don't have that,
Ooh.
so
78. That's a fail. That's the second one I rolled in the 70s. Oh well. Scaret, you roll your lore magic?
69 failed.
haha, funny number.
Or does it succeed spectacularly?
Ugh.
I don't think
You
the
ever played?
GM
You never
approves.
played? You never played one of those one of the groups
The
said
GM
that was
GM is
auto success.
the GM is having flashbacks to events he's not going to record ever. Moving right along.
Banana, banana, banana.
Yes, exactly.
I rewatched that. That was hilarious.
I'm glad you like that. I had fun writing it.
I am amused that you now have a lacquered banana duct taped to your wall right behind, right where your camera can pick it up.
Oh yeah, it's quite funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's high art.
I told you guys I bought the Godson a shirt that was just had a banana on it, right? Sometimes
No, I did not know that.
for his 15th birthday, just to embarrass him.
That's
I'm a horrible godfather. All right.
I wouldn't go so that far.
So lore magic failed. So to all of you, and moving right along, evening encounter roll.
Oh. All right. I got a 6.
Nice.
Yay! Nighttime encounter roll.
Who you want to? Who should roll it?
Scared? D20?
I'm not trusting my dice tonight. They're not liking me.
I like
Okay,
that.
first
I
one's
think
good.
now I totally want you to roll.
Oh no.
15.
15 you
You
said?
just-
Okay.
Just ring the dinner bell for the GM.
No. That's well. If you guys roll a nat 1, and I'm feeling particularly malevolent.
So normal?
Yeah.
You just want us to roll a 1 and just see what happens.
Nope. I'm already plotting the scene. It'll be glorious.
Oh no.
One fate point and reroll that if that happens.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
shall
about.
not. You shall not summon that.
Uh-huh. Friday, September 8th.
Friday. Land navs?
All right.
Land nav.
Land navs.
Nav.
Yeah. Land nav.
Ooh, yes. And no.
I just need.
Build my land nav.
Yeah, this is humble. This land is this area is humble pie for There's a reason that the notes in the source book constantly mentions rangers well over level 6.
That would make sense. Yeah.
I successfully did land nav.
Okay.
I successfully did astronomy.
Nice.
So-
Double checking my numbers on the land nav real quick. You said minus 20, so it'd be 30. Oh, yeah, I finally got one.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
That is majority then.
Not fighting today on which direction to go.
Okay. Distance.
Somebody else rolled that.
D4 plus 4. You can trust your dice on this, Scarrett.
It's
3.
a 1. Oh, nice.
So,
we got
8 or
so
7 total.
7.
Sarah's multitasking.
That's fine.
That does happen.
Oh, that's. How do we turn off the sound? Off the sound. Sound effect. There we go.
All right. Now we just need to roll for the encounter.
Yeah. Who's rolling for
I
that?
got that. I can do it.
Nice.
Go
All
for
right.
it.
I got
Good
an
numbers.
11.
Nice.
Hey, that's not bad.
Evening
Yeah.
encounter.
All right, I can roll that. 11 as well.
Nice. Are we actually going to make it to the tree?
Could I petition the group to stop and let me heal up our resident scholar some more?
Certainly.
We're not able to do that during the night when we're resting.
No, it takes like a full day's worth of psi surgery in order to fix up a limb. Or at least that's how it was with the bad leg. And as everybody knows, you cut a body into 8 different parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 parts? 7 parts. Thank you, Dexter. No, it is 8. No, 7. Hmm.
Okay. Nighttime
okay with-
encounter. Sorry, evening encounter.
I guess I'll roll it. Give me a second here. That's a 9.
Saturday the 9th. What year are you guys measuring by? You going by the Dominion of Man? So since signing of the Charter of Dominion, are you going since you appeared here, which is kind of what I've defaulted to?
I think since we've been here, probably is the one that makes the most sense for our characters.
Okay. So year 3.
When in Rome. Yeah.
All right. So Saturday. Then navigation, distance, encounter.
Now. Ooh. Both of them are yes.
Failed 1. What can I do? Astronomy.
My land nav by quite a bit.
58 out of 47. I also failed. I
Mine are
failed
pretty sweet.
twice. Okay. Well, at least Cookman, at least you made yours. So
I did. Yeah, my astronomy was also in the
Wait, are we-
single digits, which was nice because I had to roll under a 20. I had to roll 20 harder. No.
Are we needing another land nav?
Yes. What is yours?
Okay, rolling now. 26. So passed.
nice.
Sweet.
Stints for Saturday.
Distance. All right.
I got a
That's
7.
there. We go. Nice.
Yep, 7 will work.
Excellent. Magic users can make a lore magic check.
7. I got. Oh wait, nope, wrong die. 30. Damn it, still failed.
Fail.
Never mind.
Oh no. Same. Dang it. Mine was 90. I was like, that's not even close. Those numbers don't do their thing. I just need an encounter left then. Not it.
I rolled the last encounter roll, so I'm not it.
Trissa.
I got an 18.
Yeah.
That is the opposite of an encounter.
You encounter a pack of wingtips, which look like fluffy tennis balls with eagle's wings.
We
And
encountered wingtips before. Aren't they
yeah,
the ones that healed us on that one journey?
there are about 18 of them, and it's like a little. It's like a flock of. It's a flock of animated balls of lint. But they're or tribbles, like if winged tribbles.
Don't they have amazing healing properties or something? Or was
They
that just because
do
they were
actually
last
flit
time?
through healing and restoring and tending and caring for. And then after like 2 or 3 hours of being adorable, they fly off. Being useful and adorable, they fly off into the magic forest.
Cookman, wouldn't that help the guy you were trying to heal up?
Yeah.
There you
The
go.
philosopher dude
Well,
that is on
you're
quest to go
you're
with us.
you're kind of doing reconstructive surgery on him because magic can give a more complete recovery than modern surgical technique. Right. And so a lot of what you're doing is like reconstructing knees and then healing him new youthful ones, that kind of stuff.
Wouldn't the wingtips at least help a little bit with that?
If they had time to plan that, yeah. And if you guys decided to not move all day.
Eh.
But Sunday, it's a day of rest. So lore, religion, and public speaking from Pastor Shirtless.
Lower religion. Okay, I need under 64.
You dismiss the elementals so they can go home.
Okay, I made the lower religion one, and then he also said public speaking. So let's see what that's at. 40. I have to get below 40. That is 11.
Well then, you pull a Lutheran hour instead of a Gervais Charmley.
Oh no. Oh, that's funny.
Both rife
I love
with
that guy.
theological rigor, and one of them charismatic. All right. Um, such
Today,
a,
class, we're going to learn about how to drive a tent spike through your mortal enemy.
Oh, he's not my enemy. I even respect him vastly, and I enjoy his sermons. But I'm the kind of guy who takes notes and
no.
outlines in service
I
on a
would no.
computer.
I was speaking. I was speaking in character about like JL
Oh,
with the 10 strike
yes,
through the head.
yes, yes.
Thus writeth Elah.
Oh, brother. Okay. Uh, uh, apparently, and you have set the. You've handed out parchment, and you have set the fathers, heads of households, to writing out their household copies of the Small Catechism.
Amen.
But you know who isn't taking a Sabbath? The evil forest. 3 encounter rolls.
3. All right, I got the second one.
Morning, evening, and
And I-
night.
Evening.
Take the morning. 15 for the first encounter roll.
Nobody interrupts my sermonizing.
Which I spelled. I completely butchered the spelling of. But whatever, I can't go back in and fix it.
And Courtier. There we go. There you go.
All right, I just need night. I draft Kristoff.
Yep. There we go.
14.
Oh.
That'll work.
You have a peaceful night in the enchanted forest. It was all very kosher. Blah, boring.
Boring for the GM. Survival for the actual players.
That's what I said. Boring. Okay, so 9/11, also a Monday. Land nav or
Wow.
navigation distance
got one.
encounter.
All right, gotta throw land nav. Let's see what that's going on.
Success on land nav.
Nice. I failed mine, so.
Also, holy cow for skill check based experience today.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but this is the reason why I'm doing this instead of saying a week and a half later, because
Right.
I think it's perfectly valid that your characters learn, get as much or more professional competence from their actual life in the forest, on the road, standing guard duty, making tents, cooking dinners, the actual life of an adventurer, as opposed to just, how much XP do I get for killing a peasant?
One, I have a potential request, Bruce.
Yes, sir.
One more skill check. Can I go ahead and do my level up to level 1? Because I'll have
Yes.
enough XP from skill checks alone.
You can start that now. So I
Okay.
guarantee
yeah.
there will be at least one more. All right, distance.
Cookman, any chance you can help me with that? Because editing document on phone difficult.
Yeah.
Bookman, I want to say that I don't just value you as a friend. I love you as a gaming secretary. It's like you have grown into Evan's spot of the rules, do the thing, and I can keep on telling the story. It's always good to have such a member in a party. So you can do things like level up characters and the adventure doesn't come to a screeching halt.
Hooray.
For sure. For sure. Level 1 Earth Warlock.
So to clarify, he had so the bonuses percentages will kick in, which they hadn't yet. So things like the
Pick up some
language
more skills too, don't I?
you do. You're gonna pick up half of the listed skills. So you had already, if it said like 4 other skills, you had already gotten 2 of them. Now you can get the other 2.
That was 8 skills. That's an insane amount.
Yep. You guys can side chat or use Discord to get that taken care of while the story moves forward. So Roseboro?
Yeah, like text chat.
Yeah, like Discord text chat. All right, Roseboro, why don't you
Yes.
give us the distance?
All right. Let me roll 1d4. That is 6.
Okay. You estimate you're less than 30 miles away from your get destination.
Sweet.
Evening encounter roll. So you guys like move out in the mornings is how I'm envisioning this. And after a couple out, kind of eat lunch on the way on the road. So breakfast, break camp, probably a good 3 hours of trundling, lunch, pause for lunch, another 2 or 3 hours. And so the time of the evening sacrifice, 3 p.m. is usually time to start doing the wilderness survival and pitching tents and people doing their weapons training. And, that's kind of as much travel as you can get when it's this rough.
Right.
It's not a stagecoach path where you can run until half an hour before dark and order a hot bath while Cookie, makes quiche for everyone.
This is definitely more march up country.
It's very march up country. It's very, if 4-H was doing the Boy Scout thing.
Right.
Right. And then I need. So did I get an evening encounter roll and a nighttime encounter roll?
All right. I just rolled a 7 for the evening.
Okay. Kristoff, will you give us our nighttime encounter roll? Cookman and Scarrett are busy giving us another level 1 character.
Got a 7 for the night encounter.
Okay.
A 7.
Well, you're consistent, and it is Tuesday, September 12th.
Okay. So we got to do land nav.
Yep.
All right. Let me roll that then.
Well, I failed my land nav with a 77.
Yeah,
I
but
got
you're
it with a
learning.
43.
Doing land nav.
43 also here.
Doing land nav near Glade is like is like Goku doing push-ups in 100 times gravity.
Double checking my numbers, but I think I got mine. I just seem to have lost track of all my apps.
No worries.
I've definitely made it to my next level now with the skill checks
I
alone.
failed mine. Okay, I failed mine. Just barely, but I failed.
Oh my. Oh my. Whatever shall I do?
You spend all day wandering in a circle.
It's looking
Well,
like it.
No, I mean I succeeded in both.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Standing on the top of Patty, you point the way.
Dar says go that way.
Dar says go that way. Hey, yeah, you've got
He
plenty
saw
of you.
Triceratops.
You've got an alias you can steal. Nobody in this world is going to know its derivative as bleep.
Me Dar, me leader of pack. Ooga
Dar, leader of beast thing. How far party go? Why am I translating literally from Hebrew?
Shalom.
Peace. While there are intricacies in Hebrew, so much of it is caveman speak. It's not even funny. It either doesn't sound like caveman speak or like bad 1950s parodies of Native Americans. Behold,
Funny.
Yahweh does this in the face, in the face of the tribe. And it is to Yahweh much glory. Like, oh no, please make it stop. Like I was reading, oh geez, we were reading Genesis, and so I'm reading Adam's account of Cain and Abel, and I swear that Adam was a Cherokee. Like in my head as we're doing the translation work. I'm like, oh gosh.
I wonder if that's where to some degree where the stereotype came from. Maybe people writing some of that stuff were familiar with that.
No, it's a similarity because Hebrew doesn't have a lot of the fancy refining verbiage that later languages developed for clarity.
Mm.
You know,
A very
So-
literal people.
it's very literal, and anything that can be understood is omitted. So much. You know, so you do get my like
It
my
requires
first
a lot of context.
my first bits of Hebrew of actual Bible passage translation were from the start of the story of Joseph, and it really kind of starts with this Jacob real man, to Jacob 4 wives. You know, Leah wife to Jacob, Rachel wife to Jacob. You know, it's like, oh gosh.
So what you're telling me is if they did more direct translation, the Bible would be a lot shorter.
No, it really varies book by book because technically Job is also Hebrew, but Job reads like Shakespeare and his 3 evil clones sitting down having a rap battle.
Mm.
Like it's like college or graduate level vocabulary with specificity and implication, inference, and callbacks and nuance. You're just like, holy bloody, And then like you'll read, you're reading. I can remember I was guest teaching a Bible study actually at Redeemer Bagley, because Pastor the Reverend Dr. Rogers was sick that day. He was the guest pastor, and I was kind of explaining. I was trying to explain a Hebrew point, and so I was translating from Job, and I was like 10 minutes into it. I'm like, holy shit! I'm reading beat poetry. They had beat poetry in here. How the hell do you had beat poetry in caveman speak? But they, yeah. So
So what you're telling me is that. So what you're saying is that the Book of Job is actually a argument against the theory of evolution.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is. It is by far. It is. Yeah, it's like Hebrews. Like you can Luke Acts in Hebrews, where you can get good enough at Greek to read the rest of the New Testament and like follow along just fine, and then you get to what the people with the PhDs write in a culture that values education. Where it isn't shameful to say, and verily thereunto the forthwith of becoming, because they want to make sure that, that the audience understands the causality interactions of the clauses. Just God. And the vocabulary is not subtle, and not easy. And so like I can do Matthew. I've read so many times I can usually follow along passage by passage just off of previous translation work. But anything written by Luke or whoever the bleep wrote Hebrews, I feel like I hit kindergarten with the 12th grade reading vocabulary, so I feel like I'm 3 again. Like I feel like I am trying to figure out what the hell words mean, and I'm like, and to the coming together calledness of the congregation in the face of the Lord. That was 2 words. Okay. Just, oh, shoot me. I no longer. Thank you, Lord, for reminding me that I am not smart. That's what reading those books does to my brain. Moving right along. Speaking of not smart, you guys can barely find the path in a party of pathfinders. So Neener, give me my distance
don't
for the
matter.
day.
Distance. All right. I just rolled
Meanwhile,
a 4, so that's 8.
As soon as you mentioned that it was him on top of Patty was the only one to be able to do it, my immediate thought was he taught Patty the Triceratops how to sit pretty just so he could get higher up.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I can talk to her directly.
No,
So I mean, like, hey,
so
help me out here.
with his gymnastics abilities, he wasn't standing on Patty's shoulders. He was standing on Patty's crest. Like a skater doing a grind. Just balance
Okay.
there, like forward, Simba. Disgusting nature priest. All right.
Need I remind you whose idea it was to do this, for me to go down this path?
Everyone in the party gets a fate point because you have hit you have hit a literal milestone.
Hooray!
Dun dun dun.
Double-digit fate points. Let's go.
Oh, are you?
Everybody gets
Thank
it.
you for
Oh.
telling me.
Yeah.
Oh no!
You don't say things like that aloud.
Here,
That's like saying quiet. That's like saying it's quiet when you work in a hospital. You don't do that.
all practitioners. Yeah. Oh, jeez. That's like, why are you working in the ER? Sure is boring.
Hey, what's across the street from the hospital? The coding convention.
Oh, so
I feel
and
like
that's
I'm hearing ominous battle music approaching.
no. This is actually very subtle, but it is make or break for the campaign. Everybody needs to make a save versus magic. Your target is 18, and if more than half of the players don't, if more than half of the if a majority of the players don't succeed, you can't make any progress forward until you have left the forest for at least 6 months.
Wow. I
But-
got that one.
But everybody who has lore magic and cast spells can do a lore magic to realize that they have hit a magic barrier.
Alright, so I don't get any bonuses to my save versus magic.
I
You get
made
a plus
save
one.
versus-
Ooh. I got a 12 on the lore magic. So I
Oh,
passed.
yes. Okay.
Kind of.
Yeah. So Scarrett, our newbie,
I
recognizes
won too.
that. All right. Those who so your warlocks inform you that that this is a magic barrier trying to turn you all aside.
And I got a 20 on my save versus magic.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
So we are tied.
Nat 20.
We are tied, and that will be a group failure.
Oh.
Oh no!
Okay.
Wait, Christoph, did you say you failed?
I got a nat
Has
one.
everybody
Hey,
Yeah.
burn one of those fate points to re-roll.
That it wouldn't matter because it would be a tie either way because it's or was it
Wait, it's only a tie because you failed, right?
you failed, right?
No, I didn't.
And
I didn't.
it-
I made
oh
it.
no, you succeeded.
We're at 2 and 2.
2 and 2. Oh, okay. Yeah. Can I use
Mr.
a
Myth-
fate point?
So you can use a fate point
I'll-
if you can tell me why one of your aspects means you should get a reroll.
All right. Well, so I need resources. The tree is magic. I want resources from the tree so I can create an empire.
Raw bloody imperialism. That is so you. Yeah, you absolutely get a reroll.
Come on, please, please.
Come on, moneybags. Let's get it.
I still
19,
remember.
but,
I still remember
Oh, you made it.
your manifesto for the Edrican Empire in the last campaign. We're just like, oh no, I have an 8-page plan to conquer the world. I'm like, holy shit! It's always the quiet ones. Modified 20. Okay, so you guys manage as representations of those who follow along. You are able to lead the party past the 20-mile barrier. And you guys get to do another lore magic.
That failed that one.
Never mind. All right.
Does someone need to re-roll?
No, that's fine.
Oh, man.
I'm not asking the GM. I'm asking the party. Does one of us need to re-roll and try and succeed?
The party got through. That's fine. I need my evening and nighttime encounter rolls.
Okay, how's this for an encounter roll? A 6.
Fine.
I got a 7 for mine.
Fine. Wednesday, September the 13th, year 3.
Leno.
On the far side of the barrier, the foliage is noticeably thicker. The shadows darker. The trees taller.
Is the water wetter?
Are we under the sea?
Would you like a hot crustacean band? Enough of you succeeded. You guys can give me distance.
Somebody roll distance.
Oh God. Okay. That's gonna take some research, Cookman.
I will say this: your magic users waking up in the morning feel hardly refreshed.
This is a magical
Imagine being a magic user.
magical brain drain.
Scarret and is what a magic user?
I said imagine being a magic user. I wake up refreshed every morning. I mean,
Oh,
I never
no.
take off
Oh,
my full plate armor.
Oh no, you're still being affected. You're just too clueless to notice.
I think
Does it siphon off the PPE in my my beads of soul?
Nah.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
Modified 8 for distance. I just rolled it.
Woohoo!
Oh. 68 miles from Yggdrasil.
Nice.
They theorize that the Tree of Life was about 80 miles away. Evening and nighttime encounter rolls. Morning, evening, and nighttime encounter rolls.
I rolled a 14.
Oh, same. Same.
Okay. Just need nighttime.
All right, Christoph, roll it.
where's my D? Yeah, there's.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1. I'm
Roll a
kidding.
not one.
Um, that
Ah.
one.
Ah.
No.
Ah.
No.
Ah.
Bro, we're. Oh my gosh. I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Y'all can figure this out.
I have to as well. I'll be right
Did he?
back.
No, no, no.
I feel like I already
No.
picked my new languages and weapons proficiencies. I don't, and I'm looking at it, and it says I'm only supposed to get 2 languages
Yep.
and 2
But
weapons proficiencies.
you came in with Ranger with a ton of them, though.
Yeah, but I thought we doubled some up so they would keep leveling up. That's
You have that option.
no. He sent me a list of things that he needed from me, and I'm sitting here going, I think some of these were already done. Like I'm thinking there might be some.
Yeah. But if you doubled up on languages and weapon proficiencies, it doesn't make any sense. 'Cause you're not
If he
going to get to
doubles up on
level
weapons,
4, level 5 anytime.
if he doubles up on weapons proficiency, then once he hits level 4, that weapons proficiency will start improving again.
Right, but that's so far off that it doesn't make any sense to do that. Practically, you're stunting your growth by doing that.
I'm just saying that I think there were some like you
All
said I
right.
need 2 new languages, but I'm pretty sure I already picked my languages.
Yeah, you did already
before.
pick the languages were already picked. So the OCC skills he doesn't need to pick his OCC skills. It's the OCC related and the other skills that he gets half of.
Yeah,
Okay,
I added
so
a
it's
bonus.
just my
The
OCC and
only
my
thing that happens to the
secondaries.
OCC skills is those bonuses suddenly slap on.
Yeah, it was just the lore skills that ended up getting the bonuses when I was looking through everything.
Yep. Okay.
And then I took off the leveling up bonus for holistic medicine because that's intuitive. It's not learned.
Unless he had it already.
Okay, so
I think he had it
I
already.
just need 4.
Did you have it from Ranger already?
That's why my sheet was color coded so we could tell.
Well, that's why I went off the stuff that was color coded for level 0. Yeah. Let me go and check out Ranger.
Okay, yeah, right. It had my holistic medicine as level 0 warlock, so I must have picked that up there.
Okay, so it's new.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's new.
That's not one of the ones that you would have gotten. Medical
Okay.
anesthesia.
So it's a magic
No,
it's
I
a
was mainly
magic
just
knowledge.
confused. It's like I'm
Unless you pick it up as a skill, which you may have. So if you've got it as magic knowledge and a skill, then put like an asterisk by the magic knowledge and then track the skill. And when the skill finally passes your magic knowledge, you will get better at it.
30, 20. No, that one's been.
okay, so I need to pick 4 more OCC related and 2 more secondaries.
Yep,
That's
but
what
I'm gonna let
understanding
you
then from
guys.
this.
Yep. I guess we'll wait till Roseboro comes back from his restroom break before
I'm back.
Okay,
Sweet.
excellent.
How screwed are we?
The forest. This was nighttime. In the morning, as you're packing up tents, the Triceratops have defoliated the region enough to reveal something you had that nobody had noticed when everyone was preparing.
Oh my gosh, this hardwood flooring. Those horrible boomers. Why did they add carpet?
There are what look like, for all the world, convenient, small mannequins carved of marble,
Oh,
standing
wow.
unmoving in the path ahead.
Oh no,
Whoa, 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 whoa! What in the Doctor Who is
Nobody
this?
look away.
This
Say-
feels like some Medusa kind of shit.
Say
Someone had
again,
the ability to
Christoph.
cast foliage.
What are they made out of?
It looks like marble, but could be plastic.
Evil
Si-
terracotta
Oh wait,
warriors.
as an Earth Warlock, would I be able to tell?
Yes, recognize minerals, etc. Yeah,
Okay, recognize minerals, etc. Looking for that one.
Cookman, your rings don't work.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, ID rocks and minerals. Okay, there we go. I need a 62 or I needed, yeah, I got 62 for that. So,
Yep.
yeah, I succeed.
Yeah, your rings don't work.
I succeeded on my identification.
Does that mean my staff doesn't work either?
I don't know. You haven't tried it yet.
I can try burning one of my 12 teleports for the day.
You can't teleport.
Okay, this is bad. Which means, I wonder if we can't use the tattoos either then.
That's a good question.
Well, is it like an actual? Is it a magic barrier? Like, can you like actually cast spells or no?
Somebody would have to try to cast a spell.
Well, I try to use my Donzi warrior ancestor tattoo.
Okay, there's a stab of pain, and your Donzi Warrior tattoo activates. Subtract the hit
What?
points.
So wait, it actually works or it just hurts you and it doesn't do anything?
It always hurts him. That's how Donzi tattoos. Donzi magic is powered
Well,
not by
I know.
PPE,
Oh, I know.
but by hit
I know.
points.
I know. But what I'm asking is, it hurts him, but does it also work?
Why, yes, it's effective.
Okay. I
Uh,
try to use my healing ring on myself.
Doesn't work.
Your rings don't work.
Well, I just want them. Maybe it would work for like internal versus external. I don't know.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I take the time to.
Oh, sorry. Somebody should cast an actual spell.
You cast a
Make
spell.
How about make bread or
I can't
make,
do that.
create food? Do the create food thing.
Hey, bring Sir Ryan didn't show up for gaming night and use him as a guinea pig.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. What's his highest level spell?
Oh, you turd.
Isn't it like that?
No, don't do
Summon
that.
drop.
He has several very
We'll just
minor
have him-
spells that don't cost him much that he could try.
We'll just have him summon bread and milk.
Yeah, there we go. See that simple and easy. There you go.
But it fails. He's not out any.
Okay,
He's not
so-
out any PPE yet, but
So it is like an
Science.
anti-magic barrier.
lore magic, and you can use Ryan. You know,
38. Success.
something is as you're gathering the magical energy, it is being like actively sucked away. As if like by a vacuum. You'd want to say a wind, but it's doesn't quite feel like wind. It feels more like suction. You could probably make things work if you doubled the PPE.
Okay.
Well,
So we're looking at a massive disadvantage.
back at Yggdrasil, there was a 1 PPE draw directly towards the tree.
Right.
Yeah. tree is literally
is out.
it's the tree that's sucking out the magic.
Oh.
So maybe these statues are like people who tried to use too much PPE and they all got sucked out and they were turned to stone. I don't know.
I doubt it.
Probably not, but
I think they're guardians of some kind.
Hmm. Does my
thinking.
does my bio regen work?
Yes, works just fine.
Okay, I heal myself.
So go around the weird white statues, investigate them. Did I get a
Alright.
did Scarrett, did you give me your percentage for identifying minerals?
I passed. It was 47 out of something.
They're a ceramic,
Um,
but they're a very advanced
47 out of
ceramic. They're a
62.
very advanced ceramic. Like they're the kind of ceramic that people back on Earth made like pocket knives out of.
Interesting.
Fancy. Um,
So they're a space age
damn it.
ceramic.
That's
We
not
know
all
the
weird.
age.
But yeah, if you pay double the PPE, Cookman, you can cast anything you want.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to.
I vote we could try to go around.
And
If we
Ryan
can.
is minus 10 PPE in his experiments to find out.
I have no idea what to pick for skills.
Yeah, that's always a tough one, in my opinion.
My advice is first figure out what kind of warlock you are. Right? So like there's green mages, right? Like they're all about growing trees and plants and they're almost like warlock druids. Um and that's very ranger, but that would be one set of leaning towards one set of skills like botany or biology, holistic medicine as a skill or MD, brewing, that kind of thing. Um Maybe you're a battle warlock, like Thomas Morgan from the Dresden Files. In which case you want to pick what skills will toughen you up, or blacksmithing or something like that if you don't have it already. To be useful
Well, I might
to
be
a
working from the wrong skill list because I think you had an expanded one, didn't you?
yes
Over the base book.
do
Yeah, it's in the Google Drive. It's under resources.
it's just resources docx. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not trying to slow down gaming, guys. Sorry.
No, it's fine. We were at a pause, but I'm going to get the story started again. I'm going to throw it back up in the evening game. Here's the link to the doc with my master skill list.
Thank you.
Yep. Saves you 15 minutes of thumb scrolling up.
Yeah.
So, how much of a wide berth are you going to give the mannequins?
That's a good question.
I'm almost willing to say like a mile.
Yeah, probably a mile.
Okay. You're going to be minus 1 mile for the day's travel.
Hey, that's fine by me.
Land nav.
Bye.
Right. Something that we
Oh,
can do
yep. Yeah.
not too unhindered. Okay. Nice.
It is Thursday, September 14th. Aw. Didn't even
Yep,
touch
I
them.
have.
Why didn't you at least touch them? Or knock them over, or try to destroy
Nope.
them, or do.
Nah.
Why? Which of you has watched Doctor Who?
I have.
Yep.
Yes.
I
Uh,
have.
all our characters have watched Doctor Who. That's a big
Yeah.
pile of nope
Like-
statues. Hey,
No,
fine.
look at them. Look at them and don't
Failed
blink
my
while you're
land
walking
nav.
backwards.
A lot of
Oh.
you succeeded. You guys can give me your distance.
Okay. Rolling distance. 8.
Okay.
Oh.
-1, 7.
So 7, sure.
Okay. Something terrible and two terrible and unnatural things happen. By the morning light, you realize that none of you can see the tree.
What?
There's absolutely no sign of the tree. And
the ring still don't work?
asking around, you find out that nobody's been able to see the tree since you passed the magic barrier.
Oh.
It is an illusion.
After your lunch break, everybody in the party loses 5 PPE.
Are we able to meditate and get it back?
Nope. You can gain you guys. Are you gonna stop the party at 1 in the afternoon for an extended lunch break and try to meditate? Or are you gonna try to
It's
find
just a
out
little-
later on that night?
I think stopping in the middle of the day makes sense to just meditate and get it back.
You
what's
recover
going on?
zero
Be able to.
after an hour of meditation. You recover 0 PPE.
What?
Yeah. The closer we get to the... Hold on, wait a minute. That's our detector. That's how we know that we're going in the right direction of the tree, is the more PPE draw that we get.
Math advanced.
Math advanced. Interesting. I have math advanced at 55. Come here.
Succeeded.
I only
81.
have it at
No.
basic.
I could pick it up right now.
Pick it up.
I'm
No,
trying to
Sir
figure out what
Matthew.
skills.
Sir Matthew has already solved solved the problem.
Nice.
Wait,
As long as
what
you
did Sir
have,
Matthew do? Oh,
as long as you have,
Yep.
as long as you have two or more mages with PPE that is actively being drained, you don't ever need to use land nav again. You'll be able to find you'll be able to find the tree anytime you want by triangulating the drain and doing the trigonometry.
My theory was right.
Love math.
I wish math loved me, but it doesn't.
Math is power. I try not to rub it in, but math is power.
It's also pain. I'm in my first week of school, and I've already had over 100 problems of math homework to do. So
I don't
Wow.
need to do
Yeah,
that.
that's and I can tell it's high school because you didn't say the first day of school.
yeah,
What the hell?
I have literally when I was going as a physics major, I have had days. I had a weekend where it was like, so technically this is a freshman level cast because it's just calculus based physics, but there's several calculus 3 based requirements for next week's homework. So go home and teach yourself 3 chapters of calculus 3. and that was first semester as a physics major because we needed to know how to do partial differentiations for moments of stress.
Talk about
Brooklyn,
deep
where
end.
were we talking? I can't find the conversation back.
Isekai? Iseki?
Oh,
Oh wait, no. It's under nerd memes for whatever reason. I'm sorry. I should have moved
how
that.
did we?
Anyway,
I don't know.
so you guys are now at a negative 10% penalty to do land nav every day.
But we don't need to do it though, right?
No, you can find the right direction, but then you got to follow it.
Oh,
Skill points.
you said
That's in
land nav is at
that's in
what land nav is at what penalty now? 10%?
10% instead of 20%.
Okay.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
So you're using a modern Earth technique. So you're using, industrial world navigation and applying it to Iron Age world. Distance?
Oh wait, actually that was that's not a fail. That's a
That would
success.
that would succeed, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Give me your distance.
It's a 6.
Okay, at 11 a.m. So, geez. 7 weeks after you set out from Lorne, you step from thickest brambles into the presence of the tree of life.
God damn.
We did it.
Now we just need a leaf and we can get out of here.
I think we had more than one quest to come in here, and did we not?
What was the other part of the quest? I mean, I just remember that we need a leaf, a singular leaf, and
In order to succeed and not get murdered by the Donzi.
yeah.
That's true. But we also need to bring back a branch to the wizard in Nevin, so
Okay.
that way he can make a staff out of it and teach Ryan some spells.
I wasn't here for that, so that's fine.
Gotcha.
Hey,
We could
the
also
tree.
potentially
Let me explain the picture before you. The tree of life is 800 feet tall.
Okay, and we can fly.
You can fly.
Can't we
Nope.
fly? Oh no, we can't fly.
Also, sorry. Every hour, every one of you loses 5 PPE.
every
Lovely. Are there any
That-
large birds nearby
down
that I
to a
can become
minimum down to a minimum of 4.
Yeah.
So let's see. You've been within that range you slept 68 hours, so you hit that at 1 o'clock yesterday. So that is 23 times 5, 110 PPE. Everybody is down 110 PPE.
Oh, so I only have 4 then.
Yep.
Same.
I have
Great.
0.
You can't go to
Wait,
0.
is it-
You bottom out at 4.
wow.
Well, this stinks.
None of your magical gear is functioning. None of your PPE based magical gear is functioning. Psychic powers and life force magic will still work.
I still have an open familiar spot. What if I am friends with a really large bird?
Oh.
Why?
Because birds can fly.
He can't carry you.
I don't need him to carry me. I need him to carry a leaf. Or at least go up there and chop a leaf down and then have it land near us.
So I'm not done explaining what you're seeing.
Okay.
Will you stop killing him, and let me finish my sentences? All right, so Gamers One movie. All right. The leaves are broad and golden and shining in the late summer sun. There is a village of mounds on the clearing of the Tree of Life is a mile wide. The tree itself is the base of the tree is half a mile wide. The rest of it is a prairie full of like fruit, with interspersed like fruit trees and berry laden bushes. Mhm. From this distance, looks like there's an entire small town or a small city of huts halfway up the tree. But yeah, this tree is roughly This tree is almost as tall as the Eiffel Tower, and almost as wide as the island of Manhattan.
Lovely.
Well, you can fit a lot into that space.
Um, and as the first member of your party steps into the clearing, every single person, and there are scores of people wandering around doing various things around the base, etc. Every single one of them looks up at exactly the same time. Um, many of them start running to the tree, and it looks like at least a dozen Donzi with wooden spears are running from the tree straight at you guys.
That was cool, guys. We were sent by more of you.
Yeah, where's shadows when you need them?
You don't see them.
No.
What about our 250 converts?
They're right there behind you.
Woohoo!
Yeah, this probably kind of looks like an invasion with 250 people,
Yep.
along with with some of them riding dragons. So
Who's the one that's best at public speaking? Be like, hey, we're not
You
here to
and
fight.
you and Sir Matthew.
Oh, okay.
Can I get a military? Can
Spider.
I get a military etiquette from Sir Matthew?
Please do.
all right, military etiquette. All right, I have a good chance of getting this. Yep, I made it with 48 out of 59.
The universal way of saying you're not a threat is to be unarmed.
Oh man.
All right,
In
everybody,
case,
drop your
because
weapons.
they have to run half a mile. But if they're in the pierce first and question later kind of a mood, You're gonna need some of a strong visual cue before they hit kill 'em range.
Anybody got a white flag?
Well, that's what it is. Like, everybody put your weapons down and walk and take a
Yeah.
couple steps away from them, and
Yep.
that's
All right. Let's do that. Be like, nope, not here to fight. Nope. Nope.
okay. The dozen Donzi are shortly joined by at least at least 10 gnomes in druid robes who seem to like just fade out of the tall prairie grasses around the tree. They're holding staves of the same that appear to of the same golden wooden color as the tree trunk.
Okay. Which means that the trunk itself is actually, or at least the limbs are harvestable. So that's good to know.
Oh, jeez. And slowly, a wolven, a grizzled gray wolven in white robes and tree bark armor, holding a golden staff, is walking towards you from the tree.
Okay.
But none of the Donzi speak. None of the gnomes speak. None of you can see the invisible anymore, so that doesn't matter.
I asked Pyre
The
in Elemental, are there
the
others that I can see?
Pyre is fairies, many fairies.
Interesting.
English is roughly is in mutually intelligible with Human Eastern, which is the common tongue around here.
Okay, well then everybody hears it then.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
None of them respond, although they look really pissed and overtly hostile. Like if you guys had not disarmed, you're pretty sure they would have just started killing you or trying.
Hey, just a heads up. It was other Donzi that sent us here, so we're here on your guys' orders, effectively.
Words cannot express how little their attitude and expressions change. It's almost as if they didn't give a shit.
Oh, wonderful. Christoph, you wanna tell them why we're here?
Can I get intelligence? Anybody who has intelligence can make an intelligence roll.
Well, I failed utterly and completely, so
I don't have that skill.
I got 100, perfect 100.
Oh my gosh.
No intelligence for you.
Jeez Louise.
Cookman, the Donzi facing you, their tattoos are entirely different in layout and style than any Donzi you've met before. These tattoos seem completely inspired by like tree branches and leaves and that kind of thing. They're in which you would take to mean they follow an entirely different tribal tradition than the Donzi on the outside. So you're probably talking a whole different country or nation or for all you know, you've just come up to the Iroquois and to the Iroquois and said, The Huron sent us. Or to I'm in Minnesota now. You just come up to an Ojibwe village and say, "Don't worry, we're from the Sioux."
Yeah.
Actually, given the Sioux's approach to international relations, go to any tribe that's not the Sioux and say, "Don't worry, the Sioux sent us." Promptly be killed.
I imagine
what
it's
now?
about well received as, "Hey, we're from the Blackfoot."
Right?
Or hey, I'm here from the government.
Oh yeah,
We're here to
yeah.
help.
Go.
We come to colonize.
So you found a Montana survivalist compound, and you say, "Don't worry, we're feds."
Hey, we're from the ATF.
Damn it!
Ugh,
That was
you
ow.
just
My
had to
nose.
say that.
That was the
What?
sound of a gurgling spit take, ladies and gentlemen. I saved my computer, but not my dignity. All right.
We heard you guys like to raise dogs.
Oh. Anyway, so this is the oldest. This is the oldest Wolven you've ever seen. Now, actually, I don't think any of you have seen any other Wolven, but he's probably used to be over 10 feet tall, and now if he's 8 feet tall, you'd be surprised. Every bit of
I
fur
speak
on
Wolven.
him.
Can I?
Yes, of course.
I would like to give him a respectful greeting and tell him that we come in peace in Wolven.
Okay, in perfectly cultured and accented Elven, he says, rarely do the forces of evil come to this place expecting peace. And while his voice is weakened with age, is visibly weakened with age, it carries a gravitas. You have met the Morgan Freeman of Wilven. I mean,
Huh, guess it's a good thing we're not evil then.
one of
You
the
forget that
Donzi
our
says,
aura reads evil to everybody else.
yeah, not just not just evil in alignment, but possessed by shattering, corrupting, festering evil.
Dang.
I proselytize.
Oh shit. Hi, we're from Yggdrasil, where there's a prophecy that I'm going to kill the tree.
We're not here to kill the tree.
Well,
I
the
mean-
prophecy says otherwise.
I don't know about any prophecy. Unless it says Dar the Beastmaster is is literally come to kill the tree, then we're not it.
All right, so I'm not hand on head. I'm jumping back into the actual acting portions of role playing games.
Okay.
Seldom do the agents of evil come to Glade and expect peace.
Seldom isn't never.
It's got a point.
Can we convert these people?
Be rather fun to try.
Let's start with we come in peace as skill
We do.
checks. Public speaking, mental affinity.
All right. Public speaking. I'm gonna roll, and yeah, that's an 11 out of 40, so I succeed there.
Also succeeded at public speaking.
Nice.
Other aged figures come to stand beside the ancient wolf. One is the oldest, most wrinkled but glorious elf you've ever seen in your life. He's wearing paladin-style wooden armor. Of an era you've actually seen before.
Hmm.
Yeah. Can I get a history, Palladium? And
Yeah.
measures of success will matter. Ooh, big picture.
11 out of 70.
Nice. That's definitely it. Yeah.
30 out of 64, which is under half.
Okay. The Wolven, the elf, and the ancient Wolven, the ancient elf, and the ancient dwarf are all wearing armor and clothing from the style of the elf dwarf war.
Whoa.
6,000 years ago.
Wait a monkey. That's when the dwarves used magic still, wasn't it?
That was when the dwarves used magic and unleashed such terrible evils that it took 1,000 years to kill it all, banish it, or put it to sleep.
Fun.
Hmm. And that's why you don't trust a dwarf with magic.
So you just
Well, the GM engages in forced perspective.
It's not to scale and it's not fully painted. No, it's wonderful. It's great. So yeah.
Like the fashions you're seeing seem almost more closely related to the elf mummies from the last continent than
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those were interesting.
A lost continent.
But found.
oh gosh, you guys are still thinking of colonizing Mars. I mean Australia. I mean
It's a way more weapon than Australia. What are you talking about? Oh, Grok. Such cool pictures.
I do what I can, man.
Yeah.
So these three ancient beings are standing in front of your small army, including unknown dragon types, and they really don't seem bothered.
Oh, good. We're not here to bother them.
yeah.
Um, so you forestall immediate hostilities, and eventually, eventually, Silmazg, the Woven Druid. I'll have to type that out. That's just not an intuitive name. There we go. Silmazg, the Wolven Druid. He isn't giving any orders, but you just see everybody defer to him. And it is rare, but it is not unheard of. What brings your invading army to the tree?
We
Army?
seek. Well, I mean, there's 250 converts to our to Christianity, so
So much
probably
gold.
looks pretty invasion-y. Anyways, we seek a singular leaf from the tree, and that's it.
And the stick.
Oh yeah,
And
and a stick. But we can forgo the stick if necessary.
Why do you desire such magical gifts from the sacred tree?
We were told to do it or face death.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we don't do it, the Donzi will kill us.
Why
trap
would the
those
Donzi kill you?
Because they give us tattoos, and I show them my tattoo.
There's a bit of a ripple among the Donzi warriors. Do any of you speak fairy?
Nope.
Do any of you? Okay, you can try goblin at a 20% penalty.
Hold on.
Goblin. Oh, I don't have goblin either. I just have lore fairy folk. That's the closest thing I got to
Wow.
this.
You said 20% penalty?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I have goblin. Let me see if I can roll at.
I'll pick up Wood's fairy
I
right
got
now.
100 again.
I got a 2 out of 54.
You catch a quick byplay in catch a quick byplay in the Donzi language, which is similar to fairy and goblin. It's a derivative, so you can follow. It takes you a while, but you can follow the gist. Although you probably couldn't compose sentences in it. And effectively, two of the spear wielding Donzi is like the tattoo. That is a tattoo of the ancestors, but it is in the style of the lost ones. And a voice from behind your shoulder mutters, where only the cat-like Donzi ears you would imagine would expect to hear. We stood to fight and not run away to hide, and you call us lost? And there's some bristling manes among those cat lion, among the totally not Thundercat Indians. Dude. So the totally not Thundercat Indians from vastly disparate tribes, get their subtle flex on without actually moving a muscle. You succeeded, and how's the mental affinity stuff looking?
Oh, yeah, you guys have to roll for that.
I succeeded on mental affinity at 13 out of 50.
I thought it was based on your. I got too much I'm trying to figure out at once here. This is working.
Gentlemen, I think
We serve the natural order and the sacred tree. We take no sides of the gods of men and elves. They are fickle and quick to betray, and that's says one of the Donzi in Elven, and that has the echo of creedal response. That's a very et cum spiritum tuum kind of, and with thy spirit, but not quite sung. And the elf says in fluent Elven, it is rare, but it is not unknown. Even now we shelter one who seeks to lay aside his evil. And the little dwarf says, I have long since tired of being quick to war. Perhaps we will find that they may live. The Wolven closes his eyes and rests on his staff for what seems like forever, but is probably less than 2 minutes, and raises his eyes and says, each of you will swear an oath of peace. And you keep it. I bid you welcome to Glade.
I'm gonna just glare at Cookman. Peace, Cookman.
Scar.
He puts
Peace,
up
Scar.
He puts up live long and prosper.
Sorry. Scar. Just like we're gonna be peaceful.
Scar puts up the live long and prosper sign.
God damn, you don't know what that means in their culture.
What?
and 70 years later, a small space fleet is eaten by a small dog due to a miscalculation in scale.
Yeah.
Okay. You are allowed to pitch your tents in the clearing. So being in the presence of the tree is palpable. The weather here is perfect. The plants are vibrant. You all feel a sensation, an emotional state of peace and satisfaction and tranquility you have rarely known since your violent rebirth into this land of magic and danger and war.
Awesome.
It's like chicken soup for the soul.
Neverland makes you forget.
Ooh. Ooh. Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
I know not of this. I know not of the land of never. Says the elf, or says the dwarf. I do not know the land of never, but there is no forgetting here. Would that there were, he says, and he gets like Holocaust survivor expression on his face. 1,000-kilometer stare right there.
Don't ask what they harvest. What do they harvest? I told you not to ask.
While you stay, will you pledge to defend the tree should it come from it under attack?
Will it give me my magic back?
No.
We live without such things here. The tree the tree provides for all. The tree requires food.
So you have no magic
Wait,
users here.
Wait,
Then.
hold on. What does the tree eat for food? Just out of curiosity.
She is a magical creature.
Yes.
She consumes magic.
Okay.
She
So this-
draws
That
in.
makes sense.
She draws in. She just as a tree breathes in breathes in he breathes in the air of mammals and returns food unto and returns life unto the air, so too does the sacred tree breathe in the magic around it and return life to and abundance to the wood.
okay.
Lore magic by
It-
half.
So are you saying that if the tree dies, the forest would probably die as well?
It would be an ecological disaster to say the least.
It would
Good
change.
to
He,
know.
the you just got the stink eye from like 15 druids at once. um, but in a as if he were a clinician describing child molestation. He says, should the sacred tree fail, or would die, or worse, become corrupted, all of the forest would change, and we fear that a new age of darkness would fall upon these ancient woods.
Do you believe the giant beasties around the tree and the surrounding forest would would be worse if the tree were gone? Just out of curiosity.
I have not been outside of the glade these many of a year. Can anybody have interrogation as a skill? And if not, then a notice of 24 or better. All right, notice of
Is
20
that
or
a
better.
military skill or an espionage skill?
Interrogation
That's a-
is, I want to say it's military.
Military. It's military.
Which means I don't
Can't
have
get
it.
that one there.
And perception, perception is in your saving throws.
Perception. I have a perception at plus 11. Ooh.
Yep.
Let's see what I can do there. That's a modified 23.
You suck.
Wow.
Okay. When the question is asked, you quite visibly see the ancients trade worried glances, and then like one of them visibly, the elf sweeps the surrounding other members of the community quickly with his eyes, as if like to make sure that they didn't see that, and then they all put on very serene faces again.
Huh. There is no war in Bossing Say. Got it.
There is, oh, if so, you mutter, "There is no war in Bossing Say," and
Yes.
everybody gets it. Everybody from Earth gets it.
Uh-huh.
You, Silmazg, um, the voice of the Tree of Life, states, you use many phrases that I do not understand, but I have spent most of my life here in the peace of the tree.
Hey, good for you, man. That's awesome. I'm happy for you.
Sounds like a pretty boring life, but good for you.
The elf paladin, the elf with the wooden paladin armor says, "Come, hunters, Be witness to the oaths of our newcomers as they swear the peace of Glade. And your party, you each have to individually promise to live at peace in the Glade and to defend it from outside attack.
Absolutely.
Okay.
While we're
As long
here,
as it's just while we're here, I ain't staying forever.
yeah, right.
You
I
guys.
cross my fingers in my pocket as I do it.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. You guys have your characters were dead and then child soldiers and then scrambling to find a way to survive in a magical war world. This quite literally may be the first time that your teenage characters genuinely feel like Sunday afternoon after a good long meal and and before you have to get back to your homework, levels of peace
What?
going on 3 years. Like, you all feel the best and most content and least worried and least stressed and least bereft and grieving that you've felt in like since puberty.
I mean, it's not
It
Jurassic Park here, so thank goodness.
yeah.
Which is precisely why my character doesn't trust it.
I was gonna say, I don't think that Scar likes that. I mean, he's he he he's like, no, I have no magic, and I've lived my
and
whole life
and
feeling like
and
this.
now they've taken your emo away.
They have, yeah. I mean, call it like a brain defect, but he kind of wants to go back.
We'll
I
call it
want
a B.
pain.
All right,
I want suffering.
so clinically, in the source book, insanity and severe trauma are not cured automatically in the presence of the tree of life, but they are put in recession.
Wow.
This thing is actually helping us out mentally.
Yeah.
Nice.
So because I would say your characters all have like some level, given your backstory, your characters have some level of psychological trauma inflicted on your neural structures, and suddenly it's not permanently healed, but it's a hell of a palliative, and so you aren't PTSD angst ridden. All my family is dead, and it's good that I'm dead, and your cares are genuinely, sincerely soothed by the presence of the tree of life.
Interesting.
That's the emotional state. The emotional state doesn't necessarily have to follow along with the line of thinking.
Medical doctor.
Hey, guess what I just picked up?
Seamanship?
And Scar actually was a Scar ghost. I want to say it's Scar who's our psi healer kind of thing. So he I think also has medical doctor / surgeon.
I do, yeah. I thought that was funny because you picked up biology and MD, and I'm like, well, could you just as well have learned it from me this whole time? I mean, if you're learning more
Yeah,
about these
yeah.
things as it
How
is,
do you
then it makes
you
sense.
you can't pick up an M deity. You can't ascend to being an M deity from Crackerjack barrels, from Crackerjack boxes. Uh,
Right.
call it. So you do have to learn medicine from someone. It would be you.
Well, and my character has been functionally trying to behave as a combat medic uh, when opportunity presents. So
Yeah. I mean, we
I
are,
figured since I couldn't find anything else that was standing out, that I'd pick those two.
right. We have been healing touch buddies in the past, so there's that.
Yeah, backup medics.
All right. So it seems like the warlocks are in accord. We both don't like this.
Okay. And actually, I need 2 medical doctor rolls.
I'm trying to find
Oh.
my dice roller app back. You
Holistic
need 2
medicine
from
would,
each of us.
yes, holistic medicine would also work.
Okay, so I failed one MD, passed the next, and failed holistic.
Okay.
Holistic medicine.
Um,
I think I got that one.
Okay.
Wait, I don't know if I failed holistic. I had to have failed holistic with that.
Okay. So Scarrett, you realize whether or not Daryl failed both. Oh, you did. I thought you said you made one of your MDs.
Yes, I did.
Oh, you made one of your MDs? Oh, wait, we were supposed to roll MD twice? I thought you said
Yes.
just once and
Yeah. No.
oh, okay. Okay. That
Would
makes more
biology
sense.
work?
You can do biology. Yes.
Oh.
Nope, never mind. I got a 100 on that one.
That's okay. You're still learning. You're still getting a lot of skill points.
All right. I got biology though.
Okay. Then you would estimate given that these guys are clearly from the Elf Dwarf War 6,000 years ago, you would probably guess, and they sound like they were adults then, you would guess that the presence of the tree slows the aging process by a factor of 30.
So if we really wanted to stick around and actually learn stuff, if possible, then we would basically not age at all for at least a couple of years.
Yeah, it's like a month to a day. So you'd be
Very
biologically
Neverland. Got it.
biologically you'd be like 2 weeks older if you stayed for a couple years.
Okay, so very Neverlandish. Got it.
No, Neverland, they actually don't age.
Not according to original lore. Nope.
Really? Oh.
Yeah,
No.
in the original
book.
book, Peter's the only one who doesn't age. And
Yeah,
whenever the Lost
but-
Boys eventually hit puberty, he murders them in their sleep.
Yep.
Well, Disney, thank you for not introducing that nightmare to my childhood. Thank you.
Yeah, Peter Pan's an actual dick.
He's a monster. He's genuinely a creature of nightmares.
I actually see the thing is that I don't like the original Peter Pan. I like
Yeah,
other renditions better.
Disney saved that a lot. I love the Dresden Files theory that Disney is actually making the Winter Court nicer.
Yeah. No. Peter Pan is definitely Winter Court, to be sure.
Oh my goodness, Jim Butcher lore just going deep, multi-tiered.
Okay, but yeah, you guys could stay here for centuries.
Not practicing magic. I don't like it.
No. We're not going to stick around that long.
Bro, what could you learn? What
Ooh.
martial arts could you learn from a 6,000-year-old martial arts master?
Well, actually,
Here's my
What-
question though.
what-
What
to-
happens?
What biology could you learn from a 6,000-year-old druid? What
We
magic?
could literally outlive all the people that want to kill us right now. That'd be awesome.
What magic?
Okay,
Yeah, well,
here's
shit.
my
That's a
question.
and that would cause you would require
Disney.
me to invent like 200 years of Palladium world history and remake the world and have whole fresh campaign settings. That would be diabolical. That'd be such a mean thing to do to me.
I do have a question, like character-wise here.
Mhm.
What the hell happens to somebody who stays past their natural lifespan when they leave the presence of the tree? Do they just suddenly accelerate in age and keel over dead? Is that where those statues came from?
No, what statues?
No.
What statues? They ask.
Don't worry about it.
There-
Wait, you think
No,
you
no.
think that
You
this place was
explain. You can explain the statues, but they've never heard of them before.
yeah. So what's the name of that? What's the name of that book? The guy with the painting and he can't age until he looks at it or some
The
BS
Portrait
like
of
that.
Dorian Gray.
Yeah. So
And
are
Yep.
you thinking that this is a Dorian Gray situation where you
No.
aging super speed at super speed? No.
No.
Okay.
People are free to leave, and many people who live here do plan to leave. When whatever brought them here has been satisfied, and they're free, everyone is free to go. It's like
But what happens
the
if
magic
they're
tree
here?
cheats and makes communism work here.
Literally.
But I'm
Forces it to work.
wanting to know. Let's say we stayed here 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
Just posit that for the theory for a moment. What happens when our now well past 100-year-old selves walk out of the influence of the tree? Do we just suddenly accelerate in age, shrivel up, and die?
How
You
old
said
are
no.
you now?
What are we, like 16, 18 now?
You guys are like
16,
a little like 16 and 3/4. We're doing the Korean thing, and everybody's birth counts it ticks over at New Year's. So in biological terms, you start aging normally then.
So you basically just pick up where you left off. You don't.
You
make
pick up
a lost
exactly
time.
where you left off.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't
So
want
it
to
doesn't
shrivel up
de-
into a raisin and
yeah.
die.
It doesn't defer the aging. It literally just slows the process down. DBZ style hyperbolic chamber. Woohoo!
Yep. So it
I'll
isn't
consider
that he's
reverse hyperbolic chamber.
magically stealing from the principle of time as much as it's the tree is drastically reinforcing telomere reproduction.
Interesting.
Which is something I could definitely learn more about using my psionics, considering that it's
wonder how
not
many
hindered by this.
I wonder how many atmospheres we're experiencing right now.
It feels like one.
Okay.
That's funny. That's funny.
Although
you say
if
that,
it
'cause
ranked up the barometric pressure, but what all increased barometric pressure does is it encourages telomere reproduction.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically what's happening. Like it isn't going to stop solar radiation or accumulated physical stress. So they are still aging, but
Mm-hmm.
but that would explain that level of aging.
Cool.
Sweet.
But clearly it comes as a cost because by this point you guys are all pretty much out of PPE.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's okay. We know how to walk away from the tree as well. We know how to find it, and we know how to get away from it.
How do Pyre and Clayface handle the lack of PPE?
They feel like they are being drained of life itself. They would really like to run screaming back to their home dimension and never come back.
Poor guys.
Okay,
We should probably let them go before they die.
that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Same.
Yep. Okay. Hey, look! You have a pair of captive militant, pissed off, kill them all coil. Who seem remarkably
captive.
chill. Dude.
Welcome to the Glade.
And that they start snapping and snarling was something along the lines of like in Wolven, because some of you speak it, because they suddenly regain consciousness. I'll take you all. I'll take you each apart. I'll beat you both together. And then Silmzag just goes like, "Peace," in a intimidating snarl, and he's a good 3 feet taller than either of them if he was standing upright. And you get to see some canine dominance levels. They shit you not, their tails literally droop to in between their almost towards the in between their legs, and they kind of hunker down and bare the side of their throat a little bit. Hey, I can steal from Butcher. Huh.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you've referenced so many different things at this point. It's not theft; it's research.
So you could, if you're granted permission, you've been granted permission to stay, and they rarely kick anybody out. So
I want to know if we can get that leaf and that stick. I want to know if that's forbidden. I mean, obviously we've seen that people are carrying around staves made from the tree, so that's not taboo. Just need to know what the customs are. And
we
a single leaf.
we are not yet at war, but the tree's sacred gifts are not to be given lightly.
Okay.
I encourage you to ponder. So Silmzag is talking to you in Wolven now.
Got it.
There is a balance in all things. The sun, the forest gives of its energy to the tree, and the tree gives of its abundance to the forest. There are many such balances in life. Perhaps, and the tree is aware of all that transpires here in her glade. I encourage you to ponder how you may show your value and what gifts might incur such a tremendous balance. And then he just kind of goes, "Oh, my bones are old and I tend to run on. Um, you know, uh
I wish we had a sound effect
sun
make him up
sunbeam
some icy hot.
sunbeam in winter. Show our guests around the glade." So you guys, Scar wants to spend day one doing surgery, doing, palliative surgery, palliative modifications to the scholar. He's in tears. His whole life, he got crippled for life trying to get here, right? He's in like near hysterical joy, weeping on your dinosaur, you know. Like, and his hands are shaking as he's trying to sketch the tree in his notebook as he's crying all over it.
This is what emo's all about. This dude's so emo. I love it.
Okay, so there is on one side of the glade there is a tiny village of gnomes. So it's subterranean little it's not Hobbiton. I promise it's not Hobbiton because they're all druids.
It's druid to
So it's the name of it is actually Serene. So the little village of Serene is underground at the edge of the clearing. And then Glade itself is a Wookiee style tree city halfway up the 800-foot tall tree. There are wooden stairs spiraling up the trunk, wide enough for 5 grown men, or say 2 wolven, to walk side by side comfortably. And the tree has grown railings.
Wait, the tree is
Uh,
OSHA compliant?
the tree is deliberately OSHA compliant. And up here, halfway up, where most of the huts are, she has flattened the tops of her branches like roads, so that anyone can walk upon them without fear of falling.
Wow.
And there is 1 hut in her branches for every citizen of Glade.
Huh.
She literally grows a new one, and there's easily going on 200.
Nice.
Um,
At least the tree is very accommodating.
mhm. And that's not counting like the 900 plus fairies who live in the upper branches.
Nice.
Wait, you said it was for every 100 people, there's a branch, and there's over 200 branches?
No, there's a wooden hut grown from the tree itself for every one of like the 150 human sized 150 170 human size, humanoid human size inhabitants of Glade. Glade is the city. Glade is the small town halfway up. Serene is the little gnome underground dwelling. And you guys are seeing there's like 10 orcs and 6 wolven and some draken and like at least 30 donzi and more than maybe a score of elves. And there is, I shit you not, it looks like a pair of talking talking white furred mountain lions brush past you.
Nice.
Those of you who have lore demons and monsters know that those are Emerin. They're like psychic kitties. There's a bear man.
I do believe that bear is wearing people's clothes.
Yep.
Hmm.
Orcs.
Nice.
Yeah. Anybody who is willing to work for the good of the collective is welcome to stay for as long as they're willing to work for the collective and defend the tree. I am better.
Does the tree have any natural predators, or just people that wish to harm it, cause it harm?
The magic, there are people who would want to exploit and corrupt the tree, and
Okay.
there are monsters drawn by the kind of quote body heat of the magical of the immense titanic magical creature.
When's the last time you had to defend it from something or someone?
So there's 1 encounter roll a day here, and it's like a nat 1. You have to roll a nat 1.
Got it. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Hey, but at least if we fight, that'll curry some favor, and we'll have backup. It won't be just us fighting.
That's true. Yeah.
But so for the first time in ages, Sir Matthew's armor is clunky and heavy and awkward.
Well, because it's not.
Man, can't sleep in it anymore.
Nope. So, your the tree is you aren't all sure you want to stay, and so the tree is willing to let you camp in the clearing opposite of the village of Serene.
Awesome.
And you're allowed to clear camping space out of the foliage outside, along the edge.
Thank you. Awesome.
Because the glade itself, the mile wide clearing, does feed. It does provide enough food for everybody who lives here.
What would happen if we fed a leaf of the Tree of Life to one of our Triceratops?
Let's
The
not go there yet.
magic,
No.
the magic release will blow its head off.
Oh, so don't do that.
Ill-advised.
You are instructed to be careful about the tree. It's very, very magical, and an uncontrolled release from that much concentrated magic would be bad.
To put it mildly.
So don't eat the leaves like a salad. Good to know.
So if
Definitely
you
don't use them as toilet paper.
if you cut
Whoa.
or break by violence a leaf, the explosion would be 1d4 times 5 to about a 10-foot area around the leaf.
Yikes.
So if
Break
you
it.
used one as toilet paper, you would literally blow your ass off.
Yep, breaking a twig 2d6 times 5 to a 50-foot area. A regular size branch up to 4 inches wide, 2d4 times 20 points of damage to a 20-foot area.
Anybody else think we should tell these people who wanted us to get this stuff to get bent?
Well, the issue is that there was a lot more of them than there were of us, and we would
and
die
they're not,
quickly.
and they're not around us now, except for the one.
Yeah, but don't we want to be able to go back home, or at least go back to other places that they occupy?
But the people of Glade are using branches and leaves and nuts and fruits from the tree. So if you try to break or steal from the tree, kaboom. But if the tree is convinced to give its magic as a gift, then no problem.
Yeah, so basically it's almost Cookman proof.
But if you were to if you were to cut the tree down, Tunguska.
It's Sarbamba.
Yeah.
Chernobyl?
No, Sarbamba.
I'm going with Tunguska. It was bigger.
Tunguska was bigger than Sarbamba?
Yeah.
What? Sarbamba was the biggest explosion ever with 50 megatons.
No. Sarbamba was the biggest nuke. I'm pretty sure Tunguska was more than 50 megatons.
Sarbamba, 50 megatons, largest and most powerful human-made.
It was designed. It was designed for 100 megatons, but they halved it just for safety purposes.
Tunguska was 3 to 50 megatons.
Well, I mean, then they're equal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about just having
as a bare minimum. Let's say Glade go bye-bye.
Yeah, no.
People in Lorne would be buying new windows.
That's putting it mildly.
Like, would you ever cut the whole tree down, or just chop a little bit of it?
No chopping. The tree will literally give it to you, give it of itself to you if it finds you worthy.
No. I'm just like, let's say an enemy attacked and decided to destroy, attack the tree. Like,
Can
how
I get
much
lore?
would they have to cut?
Can I get a lore religion check?
Let's see. I should have that lore religion.
yeah.
I need a 64. Let's roll.
I failed mine.
All right, I got a
My
62
lowest-
out of 64.
I got 30 out of 70. I got
Okay,
one.
boys, those of you who succeeded. The druid faith is all about nature and balance.
Mm-hmm.
If Silmazg, the Wolven druid, invited you to ponder what good you could do to get to earn reciprocal gifts from the tree, that implies that there are imbalances here that you could correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you might want to propose to the group that they start keeping an eye out for things they might do to earn the tree's favor.
Absolutely.
At which point I will invite everybody to roll 1d4 for how many days you spend gathering information and forming a semi-permanent encampment. I'm guessing with wooden palisades.
I got a 2.
Yeah, you got so 2 days. Oh my gosh. So that brings us to Sunday.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
What are you going to do Sunday, September 17th?
Preach, obviously.
Time for church, boys.
Time for the
this
blood
can't this
feast.
can't this can't possibly go poorly.
Um
No.
Can I make
the
pamphlets?
I no. What are you gonna do? Yeah, sure. Find some wood pulp. If you look at the great tree of life, we will kill you. All right.
Oh, the tree will
No.
kill him first.
You don't have spare paper for pamphlets. But you can
I
have
thought I had a whole book that I could pull out of one of my bags. Unless
yeah,
my
you've got
bag's not
like
working.
You're trying to go. Trying to go full
yeah,
trick track again.
your bag
Really?
is empty.
My bag's empty.
Your bag is just a bag.
No.
Yeah? What you had in your pockets is all you own.
Dang it.
Your ring don't work, the bag is empty. and yep.
Telling me that he was left holding the bag.
Well, that's nothing compared to what happened to your weapon.
Uh, is it completely demagicified? Then is it like just?
Yep.
Is it? So wait, even if I were to get out of range, it would still be kaput.
You don't know. But you'd have to
I'm just
get
gonna.
it's like a 3-day journey to get out of range, man.
Yeah, another thing.
One way. While things in the woods
I'm
wait to eat you.
I'm still pretty deadly when I'm mounted, even with a spear that isn't magical, so I'm okay.
Okay.
Scar's crying. He's crying alongside the scholar for different reasons.
I miss my magic tent.
I do.
Yeah, no doubt.
Not go and slum it with all the plebes.
I heard that.
Stiff upper lip, metric tons of British fortitude. All right. So you've got to embrace the suck of materialism. Um, So give me perception rolls, everybody. And if you have interrogation or public speaking, those are also available. If you can make lore magic by half, would also be interesting.
What do
Oh,
we?
oh
what
yeah.
was the
Also,
first one we're shooting
also,
for?
Glade has a pet. Glade has a pet. Glade has a pet devil, like a beast.
What was the first check?
Perception.
Perception, like this
Perception
on the
D20.
saving throws. Yep.
Did
Nat
you say
20 on perception.
public speaking and what else?
Interrogation.
Magic
More
by
magic
half.
by half.
Right.
Or magic by
Interrogate.
half.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yep, interrogation and more magic.
You got 17 on perception.
Okay.
Wow. Wow, you guys are doing great.
I've tracked so many skill
Lore
rolls
magic
today.
by
My
half.
gosh.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Two
would be
adventure hooks.
15,
Alright, that means we
17.
should probably pack up and leave.
And I made the lore magic check. I got a 4.
Nice.
You got a 4. You have a theory.
Ooh.
Ooh, share it.
You have a theory
Share
that
the
you're
theory.
afraid to. You have a theory to say out loud.
Doesn't he have telepathy
will-
or something?
Only if you're in a critter.
Well, I happen to have a critter.
Nope.
Well,
Oh,
we all
you
have a
want to
critter, but
you want to have
here.
him use commune with animals to talk to you through Patty? That's
Yeah, I mean,
actually
if
kind of
if that's
fucking
what-
clever. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, and you can speak elemental to me. They don't know elemental.
Don't count on it.
I will
Well,
totally take my
you'd have to be a
theory and
warlock.
couch it in terms of the Avatar cartoon.
Sure, great. That's awesome. A likely story.
Wait,
Even in this even
how
this
does it
glade
reach
where
her?
communism works. It doesn't because
Communism works.
someone's taking all the power.
No, that's how communism works, man.
Yeah.
It's just the trees.
I'm trying to think, what's the device in Star Trek that makes it so that they don't actually have any want for
Replicator.
the replicator? That's it. That's it. Basically, the tree is acting as a giant replicator.
I speak for the trees, and for some reason, they're speaking Vietnamese.
You're not afraid enough until those trees start speaking Ewok.
Ooh. The tree just sits there and goes, Pookie Wookums.
Oh shit! No, do not summon him here.
Oh, we might need to.
No, you
pretend
guys
that
haven't.
characters know about
You
him
guys
anyway.
haven't heard of him yet. You can't summon him.
No, I know we can't. I'm saying it. I say that for hilarity's sake, not actually. Suggesting
I
it's
give you
realistic.
each a 25% chance that Pookie Wookums actually knows you, from your childhood.
Shit.
But and you guys are free to roll that and add that to your character notes. But none of you know him.
Who is Pookie Wookums?
Oh,
Pookie
Do-
Wookums
do I
is an
want to know?
alien intelligence that took on the form of a nightmare teddy bear inspired by the anime Akira. And what he does is he feeds on the children of the multiverse by giving them adorable, lovable, attractive, charismatic teddy bears that in the night eat one PPE.
Creepy. Definitely creepy.
Yeah, and the party that discovered that freed Pookie Wookum was from Earth. And they never killed him. So call it a quarter of the teddy bears on Earth are tendrils of Pookie Wookum, feeding off of the childhood of humanity in a population of going on 8 billion. You know what a teddy bear of dark chaos can do with 100 million PPE a day?
Very terrible things. A teddy bear of that magnitude of evil and power would be able to dry hump Cthulhu to death.
Mm.
Possibly back to life.
That would
There's
got to be
that.
the most. That's got to be the most not recommended method of CPR I've ever contemplated in my life. Moving right along.
Oh, that's
Yeah, right. But probably less likely to break a rib. Medical humor. Moving right along.
Oh man, it's all in the diaphragm.
Yeah, it is now. All right. So, um, there's a so so the something is wrong with the tree of life, but this is not the place to say that.
No, which is why we're using Patty as the medium.
Yep. So that we get public speaking. So Sir Matthew, picked up on the vibe. That there was stuff that that the elders didn't want to say in front of the rest of, in front of the rest of Glade, and has. So the main thing that everybody lives off of is a pear like fruit, the fruit of the tree of life. Let me look up the details for that real quick. One, it makes an incredibly potent fermented drink.
Woodka.
Yeah,
The fruit of
basically.
the tree of life is a potato. Got it.
Nutritional potato.
Staff, wand. Where the hell did I read this? I was just reading this at dinner. Eastern Territory. I have to pull it up I had it on my phone. I'm gonna have to pull it up on my computer
Talk
really
about
quick.
how the tree can be perverted. Maybe the tree has been perverted.
Fermenting is not perversion. Quit advertising your features at me, you fucking program.
Wait, look at what you can do with the paid version.
A tree of life creates a pear-like fruit with much the same flavor. It is PPE rich, and each functions as a heal superior spell cast at 10th level. Wow.
Wait, are you telling me?
Friday
Wait,
ways of preparing it.
you
Primary
telling me
staple of
that
their
this
diet.
fruit is literally a PPE battery?
No, I'm
Apparently,
telling you that
and a healing.
yeah, it's the primary staple. The fruit is the primary staple of everybody's diet. And not only will it get you bombed out of your skull, but it will heal your liver while it does it.
Wow, cool.
Can be used for
And which one of
juice
us has been
and
drinking from?
strong wine.
Also, it's a diuretic.
Oh, Serene is Serine.
So we'll say you get you say you get about 25 PPE per meal,
Oh,
or
wow.
you know, pint.
let's get let's get muntered.
So whatever god designed the tree was clearly a Lutheran.
Did you say you can make? Did you say wine
I did.
Yep.
on a Sunday?
Oh my good lord. We okay, so you're going to hold service. Will
No,
there be hymns? Well, are you going to not hold service when you're here? What are you going to do, Pastor Abs?
it,
Mm,
it is rather dangerous to hold service. But the thing is that
Yeah, it's
when
also a
when we
commandment.
it's all yeah exactly yeah we're commanded to be salt and light, and stuff like that, and yeah. Hey, if something's really wacky and out of balance, this might, reveal it rather swiftly.
So, service? Yes. If so,
Yes, we can. We'll have to do
communion?
service in. It's 10. It's past 10.
Yeah, but we got sidetracked off of this question 25 minutes ago.
mm,
I think we're gonna have to. We have to hold service. If I mean it,
yeah.
literally, yeah, we have to. And it would be extra hilarious to do the service with the super awesome wine from the tree, because it's wine, and we have bread, and yeah, we're gonna we're not harming the tree in doing this, and since it's all part of God's creation.
Okay. Um so you have a full order of worship, and an hour and a half later everyone who partakes of the Lord's Supper has full PPE.
Wow, holy
Which has
moly,
always
that's
happened
awesome.
when you take communion.
Ah, how have I not been using that as a okay. We're gonna have to have communion
And
way more often, boys.
as soon as it tops off, it starts to
The,
drain
the
again.
pastor's like communion every day.
I mean, yeah. I mean, at that point, it actually becomes part of a survival technique. But yeah, I know it immediately starts draining, and that's fine.
Boys, we're going to talk matins.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing matins, compline, and vespers. It is now a monastery at the edge of the glade.
And we're not hurting
Once a
anyone.
month communion Baptist, eat your heart out.
Thrice a day, once a day communion. I
For
think
my next
communion. If you're
trip,
doing that,
baptism saves you.
if you're doing that, okay, if you're going to the hours, if you're going to the full, matins, compline, and vespers, then
Mhm.
it's communion at lunch,
Amen.
because matins and vespers aren't really communion settings.
No,
Mm.
but here's the thing: is that we can make changes.
Okay. So you start you start a monastic community
Food for the
at
soul and
the
PPE
edge
for
of
the
the glade. Okay, name your town because you are now the population center of this. What are you going to name your little wooden fort at the edge of the clearing?
Goodness, that's a good question. Oh, this could be fun. Um, what to name it? Question is, what theme do I go with? Gosh darn it, I have too many options on the table.
So,
Goldenberg,
off the top of your head, what do you
Gladenberg.
think?
The monastic town of Bossing Say.
Oh my goodness.
Something remotely Christian?
Oh, okay, sure. Um, oh gosh.
Come on, guys. You're all churchgoers. Somebody
Yeah,
can
I'm
come
just
up with a Lutheran church
Right,
name.
right.
I don't want to call it
Trinity.
Zion because that just like no.
Trinity.
Yeah,
Zion
Lutherans
Trinity.
wouldn't
name
be a
everything
bad name.
Trinity.
Yeah, we can go with Trinity. Yeah, the town of Trinity.
The town of Boston Bible.
Trinity
I'm
Lutheranburg.
convinced that
Yeah.
I'm convinced that in any area that has ever had Lutherans, you will be able to find at least 3 churches named Trinity.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it's
yeah.
a little harder to find than, like, say, First Baptist, but whatever.
Right.
All right. So you guys have so your guys you're all right, so notes. Investigate magical theory of tree of evil tree output.
Mm-hmm.
Because the tree's alignment by you can't really tell because it's immune to psionics. But if you cast magic, the the tree's of good alignment.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
but I mean, so are some of
no,
the
no, no, no,
like half the
no, no, no. We're troubleshooting it. We're troubleshooting the thing.
Yeah,
The tree
yeah, yeah.
itself
Right.
is actually not evil. There's some sort of transmission point between the tree and the rest of the outer world where things are getting corrupted. So we need to find
Right.
that focal point.
Right, right. Exactly.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm trying with the ability to actually replenish our PPE, are we able to cast any kind of spell to actually see where the stream of magic is going?
I don't know. Can you guys think of a spell that you guys could cast? It also has to be something that at full PPE, because we're -5, that Ghost can cast at right after communion.
Right. I mean, see the invisible. Like, I don't know if see the invisible would actually do it though, because
No, hey, look, fairies. Um,
Isn't there a way to see ley lines and stuff?
yeah. Um,
I mean, something running this much magical power, you would think if not actual ley lines would create something very similar just by like pure
Yep.
I'm thinking like in electronics perspective for a moment, it'd be like emissions from a copper line. It's pumping so much damn power that it's gonna show something.
yeah, that's
You would
kind of what I'm
think.
thinking.
My wife has left the children alone tonight, and the Alexa conversations between my two eldest is absolutely hilarious. They tend to forget that the Alexa conversations pop up as notifications on their parents' phone.
That's funny.
I'm not going to remind
Are
them.
My daughter has
So
been bribing her older brother with food all night. Do this, I'll make this. Do this, I'll share that.
I think that this is going to be the start of like a 3 week gap. So I've got a bachelor party, a movie, then a wedding, or then a week and then a wedding.
Let me look at the calendar real
Good,
fast
it's not just me.
because okay. So next week is the bachelor party.
Next
The
week's the
week
bachelor
after
party.
the week after is the September 5th and 6th. So that's technically off because the movie doesn't
So
happen
come out to the
until
12th.
the 12th.
Okay, so
And
a
then the
week
question is,
off, and then gaming,
go on.
and then another 2 weeks off.
What's
Or no, it
what's
doesn't
on
have to
the what's
be,
on
because we
what's
could
on the
try to
20th?
get tickets to a matinee.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, we could. We don't necessarily we don't have to like I guess the question then is so you drive me back home on Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We can make that work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's going to be no gaming next week, and then we'll have
Sure,
gaming,
Yeah, sorry
and then we're
guys.
not going to have
I'm
gaming.
casting
Honestly, that actually works in my favor that week because I'll have just driven home from Nebraska that weekend. So being able to get
So
some actual sleep for a couple nights in a row might not be a bad thing.
so we're going to have 1 week off, 2 weeks on, 1 week off this upcoming month.
Yeah.
And so when we come back, I will just throw I will have a list of the adventure hooks in Glade for you.
Sweet.
Okay. I should hand out
Reasonable.
experience.
Yeah.
I am not actually handing out a lot.
Okay.
There's some bases, right? Like you got to the Tree of Life, and you avoided, everybody got to the Tree of Life. Everybody avoided danger. Everybody protected the civilians to safety. And those are big ticket experience items in this game. But most of the experience I'm gathering today will be from various skill checks. So Cookman, 600, and 2 tallies for just making me giggle snort at role playing. So 700 plus skill checks. Roseboro 550 plus skill checks. No. No.
No.
Well, I think somebody's knocking on my door. Give me a second.
Okay.
Be right back.
The suspense.